back to the channel, folks. I'm Blockchain Bill, and this is your weekly crypto update. I am back from vacation from beautiful Lake Placid, Florida. Lake Placid, it's a little town in central Florida, and it's got a rich history. It's got two nicknames. It's known as the Palladium capital of the world, and it's also known as the town of murals, and you're going to see why throughout this video. Folks, go ahead and smash that like button, and let's get started with our first crypto story. Bitcoin had a bit of a cooling off last week after hitting a 2-year high the week prior. Charts show Bitcoin forming a bull flag, but price action looks like it might be stalling just enough to make the price consolidate around its current level. Now, if the price does break down, look at 38,000 as a possible level to bounce off of. My hope is that this bull flag plays out and we see some more upward action before consolidation. PNG was the top mover of the week. In the last 3 days, it's up over 400%. I gotta admit, I did not see that one coming. I wish I had a bag of PNG. I would be taking some very nice profits off of it right now if I did. Lake Placid is known as the Palladium capital of the world. Now, you've probably seen Palladiums before, but you just didn't know what they were. There are only a few places that Palladium bulbs are grown commercially, and Lake Placid is one of them. 98% of the world's Palladium bulbs come from Lake Placid. When in bloom, those fields are reminiscent of the tulip fields in Holland. Hong Kong-based crypto exchange Bit4X halted withdrawals for at least 3 days without giving a reason. Now, before the halt, around 56 million in crypto had been withdrawn from the exchange's wallets. The exchange's X account hasn't been updated since May 2023. On its official Telegram channel, Bit4X users are reporting problems with their accounts, varying from the inability to enter their accounts to the dashboard not even showing any assets. Several users shared a pop-up screen showing they are blocked from accessing the company's website. Bit4X is ghosting its users like a bad Tinder date, and on top of it, their online presence is as outdated as a flip phone. Lake Placid is also known as the town of murals. Now, I know every town and city these days has murals dotting their landscape, but Lake Placid has been doing it longer and better than any I've ever seen. Lake Placid murals are truly a work of art, and they all depict the history of the town of Lake Placid. A couple of my favorite murals are the interactive murals. There's one by Tony's Barbershop, the bears. When you walk by, you actually hear the bears growling and the bees buzzing. The other one is by the Old Winn-Dixie. It's the cattle drive. When you drive by it or walk by it these days, you hear the cows mooing as they are being driven to the market. Guess who's singing a different tune about Bitcoin? That's right, former US President Donald J. Trump. Now, after bashing Bitcoin like a broken record during his time in office, Trump has now done a complete 180. He's gone from calling it a scam to saying, I can live with it, and even recognizing its rising popularity. In a recent chat with Fox News, Trump admitted that while the good old US dollar still holds a special place in his heart, he can't ignore the buzz about Bitcoin. He mentioned folks wanting to pay with Bitcoin and even found it interesting. Looks like Trump finally is hopping on the crypto bandwagon, or at least giving it a nod. Lake Placid is also known for its beautiful lakes. There are 27 lakes in Greater Lake Placid, and most are white sandy bottom, and a few are even spring-fed. You can literally not drive in any direction for more than a minute and not see one of Lake Placid's beautiful lakes. MicroStrategy just added another 3,000 Bitcoin to their treasure trove, making their total stash a whopping 193,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot of digital gold, folks. MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor said that he would be buying Bitcoin forever, adding that he has no plans to sell the asset that is technically superior to gold, real estate, and the S&P 500. Quote, Bitcoin is technically superior to those asset classes, and that being the case, there is just no reason to sell the winner just to buy the loser. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin ETFs are gearing up to outshine the gold ETFs. Bloomberg analysts predict Bitcoin ETFs will surpass gold's ETFs in as little as 2 years. Folks, we are actively watching the underdog rise to financial fame. Can Bitcoin become the new golden child? Stay tuned. Lake Placid is also known for the friendly people that live here, and although it has grown a lot since I grew up here, it still retains that small town friendly charm. When visiting, stop in Main Street and grab some breakfast. Say hi to Barbie and Sean, the owners, and grab a table in Kristen's section. She makes everyone feel welcome. While doing the mural walk, stop by Tony's barbershop for a quick trim or a hot shave. Tony's a second-generation barber, and his son Justin cuts hair right alongside him, continuing the family tradition. When walking on Main Street, you're going to find a great selection of must-see stores to shop in, like the famous Blueberry Patch and the soon-to-be famous Perry Company Boutique. If you're an animal lover, you must stop in and visit Steve and Jenny at Lake Placid Embroidery and more. They've been helping local animals get adopted in our community for almost a decade now, and they even host an annual adoption event called Barktoberfest. Steve and Jenny's dedication to the adoption of these animals will genuinely touch your heart. Need some lunch? Stop by Scooney's Pizza or my favorite, Glenda Jean's. Tanya and Chris will whip you up some great southern food. The hot Rhonda is to die for. Grab a fresh cinnamon roll for an appetizer or dessert. They are amazing. Before you head back to your Airbnb or go home from your day trip, stop by Hartzell's Meat Market. Mr. Frank has the most amazing cuts of meat for grilling out, and he has fresh sides that are made daily, along with preservatives that are made in-house. That guava jelly is a must-try. Folks, if you're ever visiting Florida and you're looking for something different to do other than the beaches or Disney, give Lake Placid a try. It was voted Reader's Digest Most Interesting Town in 2013, and it's still a great place to visit and a better place to live. Until next time, I'm Blockchain Bill. Stay curious, be kind, rewind.